In my past video, I've checked out photos that showed how incredible Germany is. And I was really impressed by the suspension railway in Wuppertal. So today I'm going to check out a video explaining the story of this landmark. Let's go. That's incredible.
Hovering above the city,
Wow.
heavenly in sky blue. It's unique,
This is so cool.
heavenly in sky blue.
Oh my god. Bro, I wanna go there. Oh my god, this is so incredible.
It's unique, extraordinary, in daily operation for more than 100 years. And it's the city's landmark, Wuppertal and the Suspension Railway.
Oh, Wuppertal.
Inseparable. What prompted the people of the Wupper Valley to come up with such a newfangled mode of transport? Let's look back to the turn of the 20th century. The neighbouring cities of Barmen and Elberfeld, with a combined population of over 300,000, belonged to the biggest industrial areas in the German Empire, bigger even than Cologne or Düsseldorf. It was getting crowded in the narrow river valley, but the expansion possibilities for additional traffic were limited. The solution to unclogging traffic came from Eugen Langen, inventor, pioneer, visionary. After some trials and a test installation, he obtained the patent for his engineering masterpiece called the suspension monorail system.
This is so incredible.
The model also impressed the council members of the neighboring cities on the Wupper River, and they decided to have it built. In only 5 years, the workers and engineers constructed this transport sensation. In October 1900, the Kaiser and his wife came to see firsthand this engineering wonder and were very pleased. After their ride, they commented that it was both practical and pleasant. Only 1 year after that, the dignitaries of Barmen and Elberfeld proudly presented the construction to the public. Since then, these two cities have been incorporated into the modern city of Wuppertal.
Right, imagine by looking at this, I'm just imagining when I first watched, Back to the Future, that will show you like in 2020, you will have flying cars, everything will be, all the traffic will be in the air. Yeah, that's what I imagined, at the time when I first watched Back to the Future, something like that, just flying in the air, no cars anymore. Yeah, come on. Only in Wuppertal.
But a remnant of those early days is still in operation. The carefully restored Kaiserwagen can be booked for a nostalgic ride, hovering 12 meters above the river. With its 468 supports and bridges along the 13.3 kilometers long route, the Suspension Railway is the steel backbone of the city. If you ride it, you will also pass the city's historic landmarks. Complete stations and large parts of the route were destroyed in World War II, but only 1 year after the war, it was reconstructed and the inhabitants of Wuppertal could use their beloved and indispensable railway again. The city developed rapidly, and with it the number of passengers as well as the number of railway regulations. Because of the increases in traffic, the rail cars had to be regularly upgraded. They were given names like Blue Gentian.
Bro, this is so incredible. Look, it's like it's flying. I can't get over it. Oh my god.
And Red Flash, favorites of the
Wow.
60s. Two of the bigger challenges were restoring the crossing over the old marketplace with a 105-meter-long bridge without supports, and constructing a lifted route over the Autobahn. By then, 27 trains were in operation and up to 65,000 passengers were being transported each day,
Wow,
reliably and without
64,000.
problems. Well, not always. There were some incidents. In July 1950, the Zirkus Althoff had a splendid idea for a spectacular publicity stunt. The elephant Tuffy will ride the suspension railway. But that was too much for the little elephant lady. She pushed open the door and fell into the Wupper River.
Oh,
Luckily, no one was hurt, and the little elephant was rescued from the Wupper.
Oh, okay, that's good.
But not all accidents had such happy endings. In 1968, a truck knocked over one of the supports and 2 bridges fell on the street. No one was hurt here too. But in 1999, a tragic accident occurred in which a train plunged into the river, leaving
Oh
5
my
passengers dead.
God.
Not because of technical problems, but due to human failure. A forgotten mounting clamp left on the rail. Nevertheless, the suspension railway is still the safest means of transport worldwide. Since 1972, the trains
Really?
of wagon series GTW72 characterize the cityscape. Popular and reliable. There's a German saying,
Bro, it looks like, I don't know, like a ride you would take in an amusement park. This is so cool. I can't believe that people take it every day to go to work or just to commute wherever they have to go.
old love never rusts. But is
This
that
is
true?
incredible.
All those years left their mark on the old lady. The stations became dark and unattractive. The structure was getting more and more rusty. What to do? Renovate or demolish and rebuild? Again, the city councillors made a courageous decision. In 1995, the complete makeover started. Enormous sections of the railway were removed and replaced with more than 40,000 tons of new steel. The rebuilding took place during daily operation of the train, even on the weekends and at night. The renovations were finished in 2013, and the suspension railway is now fit for the next 100 years. Of course, that wasn't cheap. The overall costs amounted to 635 million euros, of which 122 million were for the new trains. In November 2015, the first train cars of the current generation arrived on a truck. More than 1,000 suspension railway fans could not miss out on the event.
This is so cool.
With much applause, the first of the sky blue trains started its daily service on December 18, 2016. An event that was celebrated by everyone. The new wagons look great. Not only the citizens of Wuppertal thought so, but also the jury of the IF Design Award 2017. But the designers and engineers had even more in mind. They wanted to make a better design, not merely a new one. Due to silent rails and wider curves, the suspension railway travels more quickly and quietly from station to station. All stations have become much more attractive. They are brighter, transparent, and handicapped accessible. About 170,000 square feet of glass surfaces have been used for the stations. But they didn't want to part with the beautiful old Art Nouveau stations. With the same demands for comfort and safety, 3 identical stations were built according to the historic model. The new train depot in Oberbarmen has also been built according to the original plans. With the turning loop moved forward, the trains can change over to the other track faster, which means they are equipped for shorter cycle times in the future. The new control center has also been upgraded. A state-of-the-art digitally controlled safety system is in place. The old trains were so popular that they were given away by the utility company in a competition. Today they serve as stage, meeting point or bistro. A new life after hovering above the city.
So cool.
The 31 new wagons are not only nice to look at, they are also really fast. At up to 60 kilometers per hour, they speed through the city, controlled by the driver in a new kind of cockpit with touch-sensitive displays. Investments were made not only in technology, but also in comfort. With a new ventilation system, comfortable seats with fabric covers and a large panoramic glass window in the rear. This window is the highlight of the new wagon generation,
Wow,
and the most popular
look
place
at
to
that.
sit for a unique traveling experience.
So wait, so if your job is to drive this train, what are you actually? Are you like a flight pilot or a train driver? Like, because I feel like you could be both, you know? I mean, this is so cool.
A lot has changed since that maiden voyage more than 100 years ago. But one thing is still the same. The suspension railway is the most reliable and popular means of traffic in Wuppertal. Up to 80,000 passengers are hovering daily, above the river, through the city.
Bro, what?
You can only do that.
Wait, I don't understand. How is that possible? How is that even possible? 80,000 passengers every day, and in these pictures there's never like it's never like crowded. How many of these are even available
Here.
I mean, and it mustn't even be expensive, otherwise not that many people would take it for sure. How is it compared to a bus ride?
The suspension railway, the landmark of the city. And we call it Schwebebahn.
Wait, what?
Call it Schwebebahn.
Schwebebahn. Bahn is train, right? Oh, yeah, I think, is it train or station? I don't remember. What is Schweber means? Wow, this was so cool. This was so cool. Okay, go and check out Wuppertal Stadtwerke. Oh, this is like the city's channel, right? Okay, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I really like to dive deeper into the stuff that I check out, because of course in the videos that are recommended to me, you will see all the cool stuff like in general, to get a better idea of the country. But then I want to dive deeper and yeah, just learn more about the cool stuff that I've just checked out. So yeah, thank you so much for this recommendation. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video.